Well, I think a lot of the benefits have been hit upon pretty well. The one thing I'd like to maybe reinforce as we advise our listeners of the program or the trusted advisors that we deal with, there were actually a couple things said that I think we need to just hit home a little bit on. And one of them, with respect to application planning, I was once involved in a project, a data leakage project at a DoD site. And I said, sir, what you need to understand is who has access to this application? How do they have it? By what vectors do they have access to it? How are they authenticated? What rights do they have to the data in the application once they are authentic? I said, Scott, if I knew all that, I wouldn't have a data leakage problem.
Right.
The problem when you are moving to clouds is that you actually have to know those things.
Right.
You absolutely have to know those things because you may be handing off responsibility to a third-party provider.
Right.
The data it's only data in, data out. The data that you give them with respect to that application planning is only going to be as good as the provisions you get back.
Right.
So, and then the other thing I think that's, I wanted to stress this as well, I agree with Mike, identity, it's an absolutely key benefit that I think people need to absolutely plan for, particularly as clouds become shared. So when we're coalition warfighting, there may be people in the coalition that are not from the United States, that do not have a .mil address. And the ability to understand who's arriving at that cloud and how we know that they are, it's a great demarcation line for allowing people to access. Do we understand the identity of the person trying to access the resource? It's a great demarcation line for security.
I agree.